Welcome to the version 1 SAM Teams series of short fireside chats. My name is Jason Pepper and I will be joined in these sessions by my colleague Brian Lavelle. In each of these videos we will take a few minutes to talk about all things software asset management and license optimization and highlight some of the license impacts caused by typical business compelling events or change. In this chat we summarise the recent Oracle Java SE changes, how they will impact you as a Java customer, and what actions you can take to manage this change.
So I read recently that Oracle have changed the policy with regards to the Java licensing.
Yeah, so it's relatively new change, and it's something that we're hearing a lot of noise about. Basically, it has gone from a subscription model which looked at the number of users you had using Java, the number of servers that Java was running on. So quite similar to traditional Oracle licenses of users and servers. It now looks at if you're using Java, you need to license by employee. So it means that regardless of whether somebody is actually using Java or not, the number of employees across the business need to have a license for it. So it's a fundamental shift in how it's been licensed, or even how Oracle products in general are licensed or subscribed to. So it's something customers definitely need to be aware of and definitely need to do some work on to make sure that they're ready to cover their Java usage in the right way moving forward. Because it's something that Oracle want to make sure customers are doing right. So therefore, the Oracle audit side of it can get engaged as well, but it becomes a much easier engagement from that side from an Oracle perspective, because if a customer wants to use Java, they need to download it. Once they download it, then it's there as the company are using it, and once somebody is using Java within that company, then the total number of employees need a subscription. So it's not the traditional audit that is a very long process. It's very much someone's downloaded it, someone's using it, X number of employees need to have a subscription for it.
Really? Okay. So the entire company essentially?
Yeah.
All right. Wow. And what about things like, like contractors or companies providing service, agents, I suppose? Do they need to be licensed?
Yeah, everybody. So
wow.
Everybody who's an employee of the company, whether it's a full-time or a contractor, everyone needs to have a subscription for it. So it can become, if Java isn't being used in the best way and Java isn't deriving business benefits, then it can become a very expensive way of using the software, because it could be supporting a very simple application somewhere in the business, and then your 5,000 employees all need to have a subscription for it.
Wow. Okay.
So
what kind of things can customers do to approach that problem?
Well, first thing is figure out where you're using Java. So it's not as straightforward as where is Java being used, because it depends on the version you're using. It depends on how it's being used. There's a lot of points that impact where it becomes licensable versus where it becomes not. So that's the first thing to do, is get your head around that side of it, and then look at, right, where do we have Java, and of where we have Java, where is it actually licensable? And then, it's a case of putting that against other options, because there's open source options when it comes to, OpenJDK as an example. So it's looking at, right, well, if we're going to have to pay X amount of money a year for subscriptions on Java, is there an alternative that will require some technical work, but the technical journey is potentially going to cost us less than it would in subscriptions?
Right. Yeah.
So,
and then also, once you've paid for that technical journey, there's no longer a subscription tail?
Exactly.
Right, okay.
So yeah, it's the kind of classic thing of what we talk about a lot, of where are you right now, where do you want to be, and what are the options to get you from here to there? Okay. And that's what customers need to be looking at, really.
So the benefits, I guess, are pretty obvious.
Yeah, it is. It's it's reducing cost is one way of looking at it, but the reality is that the reduction of cost is whether you're using Java or not.
Yeah.
It's more of a case of, what is the future plan? So is the future plan that we have we're using Java, we're getting the benefit from it, so therefore we want to invest in it? Or is the future plan that we want to move to an alternative? So what's the technical aspect behind that, and what's it going to cost us going forward? So it's, again, like I said, it's getting that.
You could, I suppose, you could conclude that the cost of the subscription, and therefore being able to maintain the latest release of Java and use the latest features and so on, that's actually something that you as an organisation are going to find beneficial.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a case of identifying, being able to stand behind that argument. So you could stand behind that argument and say, we have 5,000 instances of Java, so therefore it makes sense. But if 4,500 of those instances aren't actually licensable, then it becomes less of an argument.
Yeah.
So again, it's having that view of exactly where you are and then making an informed decision.
Right. Okay. Brilliant. Thanks.
This fireside chat is part of a series of chats covering a wide range of license topics, which you can find at our SAM YouTube playlist below. You can also review our content on LinkedIn by using the hashtag SAMVideoChat. Finally, if you have a license concern or would like to understand how your IT projects impact your enterprise licensing, please contact us for an initial complimentary consultation at www.version1.com/contact. Thank you.